What's good, y'all? Quick message for you real quick. I hope everybody is having a wonderful morning so far. But today I wanted to talk to you about your season of rejection. Your season of rejection. Everybody has to go through a season of rejection a couple of times. And the one thing that I've learned about my seasons of rejection is that when you're in that season, right? You're in that season, it seems like nothing is working in your favor. It seems like everything is just going downhill. It seems like, all you keep hearing is the word no. Everything that you tried doesn't work the way you felt like it should or the way you feel like it should. You keep getting turned down left and right. And you're in the season of rejection. And if you're not careful, if you don't learn how to handle it the way that you should, it will have you in your head so much to where you just feel like you want to give up, to where you just feel like you want to just tap out. You have to ask God and the universe to guide you through that season. You got to ask God and the universe to guide you through that season. That is a very emotional time that you will experience in your life. A very tough time to where you begin to question everything. You begin to question yourself. You begin to, question your existence at times. You begin to have all these questions and all these negative thoughts run through your head. And the one thing that I had to learn over time is to ask Spirit, what is it that you're trying to tell me? What is it that you're trying to get me to learn that I haven't learned yet? A lot of times, your rejection, most times, is for your protection, right? And I know when you hear that, people hear it all the time, and you like, protection from what? Protection from what? That's just the thing. You never really know until you know. You see what I'm saying? Most times when you are being protected from something, it'll be later on down the line where you'll, something to happen or something to come up and you'll be like, dang, that's why that happened the way it did. A lot of times, I know for me, that's how it is. It'll be later on where and then once you witness or experience that thing or hear about that thing, you begin to realize you look back over your season. At this time, you out the season, at that time, you're out that season of rejection. And you'll begin to look back at that season. You'll be like, that's why God shut that door. That's why things happened the way they did when they did. You feel me? But you are being protected from something. And also, you are about to be extremely blessed with something. There's something that you've been praying for, something that you've been asking for, something that you've been trying to manifest. And God and the universe is basically making room for it. That's why I say you have to lean not towards your own understanding a lot of times, because when it comes to our life in general and just with us being in the flesh, we always want to lean more towards an easy transition in life. When we pray and we try to manifest for things, we always have this image in our head of how it's going to come and how we're going to act like when we receive it, and we want it to look all pretty and shit, and it's going to come in a beautiful package. And a lot of times that ain't how God and universe work. A lot of times the things that I've been blessed with in my life, most of my blessings did not come how I thought it would. Most of my blessings came when there was hella doors shut. Most of my blessings came where I was confused and I was lost and I just felt like, I was losing in life. A lot of my blessings showed up. A lot of my blessings showed up during my season of rejection. And so because of my experience, because I was able to tap into that and realize that I now, when I enter into a season of rejection, because you're going to keep entering into that season. But what happens is the more you learn to handle that season, the more you begin to get into the habit of, okay, Lord, what you trying to show me? What is it that I have to learn? It's very rare that you'll receive a blessing without some type of lesson attached to it. God and universe, they always are trying to test our character. If we say we're this confident person, if we say we're deserving of this thing, if we say that we're supposed to be in a specific place and we have this faith and we have this patience, you will be tested. But understand that no matter what your reality may look like at this moment, no matter how the reality is making you feel, trust God and the universe. Trust them. Understand that they will never allow anything to happen to you that's going to break you, that's going to be detrimental to your life. Understand it's all for your growth. Understand that the thing that's on the way, you may not be quite the person you need to be at the moment, right? It's right there. It's almost there. It's coming. But there's some things about you that you need to work on a little bit. And so you're going to go through these tests. You're going to go through these trials. And what I've learned about the tests and the trials is no matter what you may experience, a lot of us, we don't experience the same thing, and some people don't experience different things. But nonetheless, what I've learned about your trials and tribulations and your testing during the season of rejection is that the main thing that you need to get is that no matter what spirit puts you through, no matter what spirit take you through, it wants to see if you would still acknowledge it. It wants the acknowledgement. It wants you to be like, you know what, I trust you. It wants you to be like, everything happens for me and not to me. You see what I'm saying? That's one of the things when I sit there and I spend time with God in the morning, that's what I always let them know. No matter what my reality may look like at this moment, no matter how it's making me feel, no matter what I'm going through, I trust you. I trust you. And that's the answer to the test. That's the answer to the test. And before you know it, you're going to be up out that thing. You see what I'm saying? And that blessing going to come for you. It's coming. You are basically going through a breakthrough. And when you go through a breakthrough, your world going to be shooken up a bit. Your world sometimes going to be shaken up a lot a bit. Your world is going to be shaken up to where you feel like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do? Lean on spirit. Lean on spirit. It done got to the point for me, no matter what I face, I'll be like, Spirit, I trust you. It can be something that's like really, really got me in my feelings. Spirit, I trust you. Spirit, I trust you. It can be something that's got me confused or I feel like I don't know what's going on. Spirit, I trust you. Spirit, I trust you. So I encourage you that when you are in your season of rejection, hang on. Hang on tight. It's like being on a roller coaster. When you're on that roller coaster and you're going up that incline in the beginning of the ride, it's all slow and shit and everybody heart racing and and you all like, hold on, y'all ready? Everybody cheering on and stuff like that. And as you get to that top of that peak, and you go and that roller coaster go right down the hill, and there's nothing, you're literally ain't nothing you can do. You just hold on. And that thing got you rocking all over the place and you screaming, and that's literally what that spirit of rejection, that season of rejection is about. Hold on. Can you hold on? How long can you hold on? How long can you trust God and the universe? And as long as you hold on, despite what you're going through, you're going to see why you had to go through this season. Keep your head up, man.